Good afternoon. Well, almost afternoon, everyone. It's Sparks back for another Final Fantasy II stream. Today we'll be breaking into Palamecia and then probably doing a fair bit of grinding because I do not want to go into the final dungeon of this place without having actually gotten to our maximum level. So, let's get to it. I say maximum level. I won't be getting to max, but probably as close as I can get without um, breaking anything or making things too easy. I don't know. Anyways, this place is the last of our one-time only dungeons, so I'm gonna need to be careful and also watch out for enemies. Well, there we go. We finally defeated a Black Knight. Something we couldn't do before. That was the very first enemy we ever faced in this game. We died horribly. Seriously, does it have a problem with Firion? What, was Firion responsible for the death of one of your brothers or something? Seriously, it's only attacking Firion. It's just mean. Yeah, I know. It was a trapdoor. Okay, we're gonna have to backtrack for this. A stone golem. I'm gonna just double check. What are the unique... There were a few enemies in this place that are apparently, if I don't see them, I miss them, and they don't get added to my bestiary. I mean, I'm already gonna miss out on getting all the chests, because there was one that I just could not figure out how to get near. But I do not want to miss out on bestiary entries. If I can avoid it. Okay. So the enemies in question are the Skull, Imoyabab, Black Knight, Stone Golem, and General. Because apparently this is the last dungeon where we can run into General. I think we already ran into a General. And we've ran into Black Knight and Stone Golem already. So it's just Skull, Imoyabab, and Imoyabab. That's it. Diamond Cuirasses, worse than anything that we have equipped. Nope. I just noticed the vampire girl. I shouldn't have attacked the... Well, it's good that we attack her anyways. Okay, one-shot kills. I am so glad we are overleveled right now. Oh, look, a labia. Isn't that nice? And they've been able to use confusion. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he attacked himself. Really? Ow. Alright, we're doing okay. Now we swing around and go for that chest that's at the very bottom of this area. I really should attack this thing with fire more. Ow. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait, that was fire. I want him to use Cure on him. She can use Cure on him. They both attack. Okay, we're alright. He could use Cure on her. And they can all just attack. I just want to double check the map again. Okay, there are actually two staircases in this area. One is further away than the other, and most commonly the one further away is the one we want. Oh, wait, we've already run into this thing. It must be that this is our last opportunity to run into it, so if we haven't run into it before now, we're never going to see it again. I'm sure we ran into it in a dungeon that we can revisit. Maybe I'm mistaken on that. Well, there's a chest in this room. And there's the skull. So, yeah, that's everything. So all that's left is to find all the chests. And at some point in the future, I'm going to have to well, I don't have to, but if I want to get all the achievements for this game, I'm going to have to replay it. Because I missed one. And I shouldn't have missed it. Like, reading about how you were supposed to get at it, it's something that we've done repeatedly in later dungeons. So we really should have actually gotten it. I'm actually, well, not so much embarrassed that we missed it, but annoyed. Charming somebody who's asleep. Yes, that is a wonderful strategy. And look, it failed dramatically. Oh, one of them tried to flee. Sucks to be them. Yo, these kind of monsters would appear in later games under different names. In Final Fantasy XIV, for instance, you have the Anata, who are essentially the same as the Lamia in that they are based on Naga. Or is Lamia another name for Naga that I'm not aware of? Well, doesn't matter. Here's a general. They're trying to block our way. They will not succeed. Though, damn, do they hit hard. Oop. Use Cure on him. You use Cure on him. Use to attack different ones. Ow. Use Cure on her. Use Cure on him. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Wait, what was that? I thought I saw a weapon. I mean, it's probably worth... It's better, but also... I feel more inclined to use the poison one. But it is the strongest axe. And he should have the strongest of axes. Got 3 out of 17. Just as I'm going to be equipping Therion with Excalibur when eventually we obtain that. Because that is a thing. It is consistently the strongest sword in every game. At least for the longest time. There are games in which it isn't. But those are like later entries. Where there are a lot more interesting weapons. But it does make sense, of course, that Excalibur would be the strongest weapon. These generals hit so hard. We need to kill them quickly so that they don't wipe us out. We're good. One of them's down. One of them is still alive. I may use healing stuff outside of battle. Dragon armor? Oh, I can just see that being better. Resistant to elemental attacks, but not to status ailments. Unfortunately, it is better, so... Elemental attacks and status ailments. It lowers his offense, though. It'll be fine. I'm sure they'll find a thing that's capable of defending against everything. Let me just double check where we're going. Okay, chest there, and stairs up or down there. Yes, aim to kill the vampire first, please. I wonder what the stone golem is weak against. I'll find out in between. Or do I find out now? It is a shame that we don't have an analysis spell that allows us to figure out what an enemy's weakness is. I think that is a spell that's introduced in later games, but obviously we don't have it here. God, I love that we can do this. That'll do. Buckler. Okay. That would actually be worse, wouldn't it? Yep. Just a small shield. Just checking all their weapons. Wizard staff would be technically better. We have a lot of stuff. I'm gonna need to sell a bunch of the stuff that we're not using. Nope. No vampire girls. I am not being hit by a charm again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wah. Wait. Seriously? How is his health so low? Was he the only one getting attacked by that last golem? I was not paying attention very well. I'm kind of zoning out a little bit on this one, because we're just making our way through the castle, fighting enemies that aren't that interesting. Mostly because we've seen them all before. They're just palette swaps, really. At this stage, that's all we're facing, really. Ow. I am going to have to find out what the best weapons and armor in this game are. Well, armor specifically. Huh. Okay. Just a random massive room. I can only assume it's used as an arena for entertainment, and that there's secretly some sort of observation platform directly above it. Either that or that's the ballroom. There are only so many options for what each part of a castle can be. For instance, we definitely dropped in on a balcony. Oh look, monsters. Imperial Shadow. Wow. So now we've got the Emperor's Ghost. Because of course we do. Why would we ever get away from it? I don't know what status ailment he was inflicted with there, but it seems to linger. Got the Thunder Spear, which is better. I couldn't think of anything else that would cure it. He should probably save some of his magic and let her use Cure on him. Alright, well, we're doing much better in terms of equipment. Ricard will inflict a lot more damage, for instance. Ooh. We definitely need to find out what the best equipment is. Maybe even look up what an optimum build for each character would be. Oh, wait, it doesn't actually matter, because if you grind enough in this game, every character's stats will be maxed out, and they will be able to do everything the same. We did, however, just get the dragon armor, which would dramatically lower his thing, so... The power sash is raising his offense. That's way more important right now. I'd rather not lower his attack unless we get gear that is significantly better. I'd also like to find a weapon, something that guards against status ailments. Like all status ailments. That would be a useful bit of gear. The previous game had something like that. I can only imagine that this one does as well. They have to give you something. Well, I guess they don't have to give you anything. If they want to, they can just not give you anything to protect against status ailments, and you can deal with being inflicted with them. Haha. Oh no! Not Ricard. Oh, wait, it wore off immediately. That is terrible for them. Right, what's on this floor? We have 2 chests there and there, and a door that likely leads to nothing. But still has to be checked. Do I actually want to check it, or do I want to just look up on a guide as to whether or not there's anything in there? Worst case scenario, we get a bit of extra XP. Oh no, we've been ambushed by a general. Just the one, though. Saint's Spirit. We already have it, and it just maximizes Spirit. I don't even know what that means. You know what? This time around, I'm going to try using it and see what happens. Okay, but dramatically improves the power of her magic, which is obviously a very good thing. While we have the effects of it, I might as well as try healing everyone. See whether or not the effects are permanent. They are not. They are temporary. Still, it is good to know that that is a thing that we have access to. Well, not really. It's a one-use item and gives a temporary boost. It's not the most useful of things. I mean, if it lasts throughout an entire battle, it would be useful for the final battle of this game, but at that point, I should have already maximized everything. Explore fully, get everything. If that's if those stairs actually don't lead to the next floor, that lead to where we need to go, then oh well. We've been ambushed by goats. Demon goats, but still goats. They're not very strong ghosts, though. I mean, jeez. They barely have any offensive strength. One of them's managed to survive longer than the others, though, so... Dead. How are we doing? There's a chest there, and that's the only thing I can... Sorry. Not a chest. There's a door here. It does, in fact, lead to stuff. Let's see. Healing staff, which is better than what she has equipped. But it restores whomever it attacks, so... It is literally the most hilariously ineffective weapon I could give anyone. Like, why would you equip a weapon like that? Like, the only enemy... Like, if it works against the undead, in the way I think... If it's casting, like, Cure or something, then it would be very useful against the undead, because it would still injure them. Because literally any other enemy, it is the most useless weapon I could use. Well, to the stairs. Come on. Jeez. So what's so hard about the concept of defeat the vampire girl so she doesn't charm anyone? Oops. While shifting around in my chair, I pressed auto attack on. Can be useful against low-level enemies that we know we can defeat easily, but otherwise... Okay, it would be a very, very annoying to me if these first staircase actually leads where we want to go for a change. But it's very unlikely. As I said, it's very unlikely, but also there is another staircase here. We're going to be backtracking. I can just see it. At the same time, go back down and see if there were any chests along the route. There are no chests on this floor at all. Okay. That was more just to make sure that we weren't going to miss anything going this way. In case it does lead us to the end. Because I don't mind backtracking for chests, even if we're not going to be able to get 100% of the chests this time around anyways. Because we missed one back on the Dreadnought, and I'm always gonna be a little bitter about that. Oh, look, monsters. Corials! Wow, you guys have been around for a long time. And the new Lamia Queen, apparently. Well, we'll deal with the Lamia Queen first. Oops. I wanted everyone to attack the Lamia Queen. We could deal with the Corials in our own time. But Lamia Queen, she's dangerous. Wow. It's actually amazing to me that Corials have been around this time. And one of them just took out Fear. What the fuck? How? What? How? Firion. This insta-kill anything that's paralyzed. How does that work? How does that work? And the Corials just became a lot more dangerous than the, damn... Wow. Okay, so apparently Corials can insta-kill things that they've paralyzed. That is terrifying. I'll just get a quick save before we, Okay, Corials just became target number 1. See? See what I mean? That is bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. That is absolute bullshit. Better get a damn good reward. The Sunblade. I mean, it's better than what we have equipped, so I will take that. But come on. If we run into any more of those things, fucking hell. Ow. Oh no, not flare! Oh wait, that barely does anything to us right now. You can go ahead and use... No, I want you to just attack the captains. You can go ahead and use Cure, though. Come on. Yay. Ow. Just everyone attack now. Good, good. Please use cure. That'll do. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Well, that does confirm that the other way of going through this was the correct way. It doesn't change the fact that we're going to have to fully explore. Actually, no. You use... No, I didn't want you to attack multiple. I just want you to attack the one. Set it on fire! Ow. Ow. Stone Golem. Still don't know if they're weak to anything. They have high defense anyways. And I doubt fire magic is going to be very effective against them. Yeah, maybe try it later. Through this door, there are 3 chests. Haha. The golem is alone. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything, really. The golem is still a brick house. Somebody could live in that thing. A mouse, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm just picturing its pecs being one of the doors to the mouse's little home. And that is that image of... These are not strong enemies right now. Definitely not enemies for what I would see as one of the final dungeons of this game. Aw. I thought for sure that would actually lead me through into the place. I mean, look at the design of this place. There must be a way to fall down there or something. Either that or it's for show. We'll figure it out later. Oh no, we've been ambushed. Thank goodness she didn't. Neither of them used the ability that I thought they would use. Seriously. You have access to you get an ambush. And you don't instantly think, oh, let's use charm. It might last long enough that they'll hurt themselves. Jeez, if I had access to that spell, I'd be using it. Okay, well, we're going back down because we need to go to the other stairs. Just everyone attack the one guy. We either kill him or wipe, or at least take him down a lot. There. I need to heal up after this. There we go. Attack the Black Knight. I accidentally only targeted one of them. Oh well. It'll be fine. Haha. We win. You gotta love how floating flaming skulls are just a standard enemy in this game. Okay, where are we heading then? Around to those other stairs. Woo! Final boss of this place is gonna be Leon, which is interesting that he switched sides. I do wonder why. Maybe he's possessed. That would make the most sense, that he was brainwashed or had something else done to him that resulted in him being our enemy throughout this game. It certainly isn't out of the realm of plausibility anyways. Characters don't switch sides for no reason, after all. At least not in Final Fantasy, usually. There's always a reason. The reason is not always a good one, but it's always there. Sometimes it's just fear. Which is probably the case here. It is probably going to turn out I was scared. Or Maria was threatened, or something along those lines. Or just a mind control thing. Alternatively, he is a Dark Knight, and Dark Knights get corrupted by the darkness, so there's always that as well. I guess we'll find out when we meet him. And he tries to explain himself. Alright, we got just the one staircase here, sorry. I thought there were two, but just the one. Okay. Of course. Ooh, two Black Knights this time. I was right in thinking one more attack was going to do it for that one. Woo! We did it! Just gonna use my potions because we have them, we're not using them. Kind of feels like a waste of money and mana if we don't use our healing potions instead. Oh dear. Can't be tired already. I had a good night's sleep. And also a nap yesterday, which is why I didn't stream when I had originally planned to. Yeah, I acknowledge that I technically missed the stream. What the frick? Hold on. Okay, so that room was nothing. Why? Was it just there to take up space or something? Or is it one of those things that is from the original game that you could see but not access because there wasn't a map? That is so goddamn stupid. Hellfire and Wind Flute. Both items that are, I guess, technically useful, but also not really. I really should have saved those until we were actually in the throne room facing Leon. Because we have questions that we need answers to. Like, why are you with the Emperor? Why have you become the Emperor? Like, to be honest, if it was always his plan to take the Emperor's place, because he knew his friends would defeat the Emperor, then that's a different story. That's, again, a different story. But only if he planned to, change the Empire for the better. I'll give them this. They do have style. That is a nice carpet. I'd expected you to come, Therian. Do you really think you can kill me? Stop, both of you! Why do you insist on fighting, Leon? Weak words from the weak. Do you know what rules the world? Power. Sheer power. The Imperial throne is mine. We cannot survive without the strong to control them. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire? Whoa, what's happening? Oh, the Emperor's back and he's transformed into something horrifying. Delusions of grandeur do not become you, Leon. Though I find the thoughts of you as Emperor quite delusionally absurd, it ends now. This world can have but one Emperor, and I am he. You're alive? What are you? Not that it matters. The Empire is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over. The Empire? Ha! I have no need for such trifles now. All the world shall fall by my hand, and the powers I gained in hell. And your blood will be the first to spill. So hell exists, and he has become some sort of demon. Call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. Rickard, what are you doing? You may have a little trouble spilling the blood of Rickard Highwind, last of the Dragoons. Highwind? So what, is he an ancestor of the Cid from Final Fantasy VII? Huh. Okay, pathetic insect. I will enjoy making you rue those words. May the spirits of the Dragoons lend me their strength. Rickard! Oh. Whoa. And Castle Palamecia is gone. In its place, It's a hell fortress. And Ricard may have just died. And Leon has removed his evil armor. Furion, what's happened? You're the Dark Knight. You'd best start explaining. The Emperor has risen from hell. Ricard died so we could escape. Yosef, Minwu, Sid, Ricard, all dead. I don't know how much more I can take. As long as the Emperor lives, more will die. Leon. Princess, let Leon join us, please. The Dark Knight? A rebel? I leave the decision to you. Leon, let's fight the Emperor together, please. Maria, Furion. All right. And that's our last party member. Leon is the one who will remain with us for the rest of the game. Let's equip him. You can have the Thunder Spear and a shield. Or, what is his preferred weapon anyways? Right, he starts with high axe, and his sword is higher than spear, but I want them all to have good evasion. Right now they have none. Okay, I'm gonna equip him with Defender. That lowers his defense but raises offense. Lowers defense, raises offense. Okay. I'll go back up and talk to Maria about things. Once the monsters of hell poured forth into the world, they entered using a path known as the Jade Passage. I have heard there's a place in my city known by that name. He sold his soul to the straight to the east of my city. That whole area is the Jade. Okay. It appears at the time of the Emperor's resurrection. It can only be Pandemonium, the fortress of the Lord of Hell. The myths and fairy tales of Kashuan speak of a small lake in Mysidia. It is said that those who enter the lake are taken to hell. Well, we've learned all the passwords. Now what? I had to figure out what I'm doing next, so... Fly to Castle D'Esk and ask about the Dragoons. Apparently we'll get Excalibur. But first... Ooh, what's happening? Ah, okay. The game itself is basically just showing us where we need to go next. Right now we'll head to the item store and purchase any items that'll help us. I gotta buy the maximum that I can of certain items. We might as well as stock up at this point. I don't think there'll be anything else to buy. Well, we do need to stock up on Leon's spells, so we'll save some money for that. Yeah, we'll save our remaining money for Leon getting spells. Wait, hold on. Let's sell things we don't need anymore. We'll probably never using these. Hold on to that. We have a bunch of spell tomes. I'll use some of these. We've got better swords, so we don't need any of these anymore. We'll hold on to the blood sword, though. It has a fun little ability. The fact that we have so many poison axe. Okay. I'm holding on to all the shields except the buckler. Twist headband and the giant helms are better. Or at least they've shown to be better in terms of how much they offered defense. So I'll hold on to them. Hold on to the diamond armor over the other one. Hold on to those. Hold on to 4 of those. That'll do. Okay, we now go to the inn to patch ourselves up. We'll use some of the spell tomes we have to teach him some spells. Okay, well, obviously he needs to learn Death. I feel like that's one he would have learned in his Same with Aura. We'll have him learn Fire, Thunder, and Blizzard, and Scourge, and Drain, and Osmos. I think Curse as well. And Barrier, and Blink, and Wall. Let's check their magic now. He's got 12 spells. He's got 13. She has 13. He has... Is he got 15? Yeah, he's one spell away from maxing out his spells. Okay. I'll have them learn Fog and Mini as well. And Haste. That should bring him up to the same... I want him to learn Flare as his last spell. She already knows Toad. Okay. Does Guy not know Haste? He should. Okay. I don't know what I want to have as his last spell. Okay. He's starting with significantly less health than I feel he should be. Nyum. Well, I said we were going to Dest. Because Ricard's gone too then. He was a noble druid. I'm sure he was pleased they could die in the name of honor. I think we'll leave Dest behind and find a new place to live. There are too many painful memories within these walls. I meant to thank you for saving Wyvernegg and for giving me the chance to see Ricard one last time. That's why I want you to have this. It was the most treasured possession of the Dragoons of Dest, Excalibur. With Ricard gone, you should be the ones to wield this sword. Meaning we probably should have come back here when we with Ricard. We now have Excalibur, though. No. His evasion would drop to 0 if we change his weapon. I'm not having him lose his evasion. Okay. I don't know where to actually go right now. Realistically. Like, we do need to do some grinding. I don't want to go into the final area at our current strength. So we'll head to Mysidia and get some spells. I want Leon to learn Flare. Forgot that you come in from the south. You. Hi. So, 2 people have barrier, 2 people have wall, 1 person has swap, and 2 people have holy. I think I'll learn it as well. Where do we get the flare spell then? Where did we get the flare spell? I just want to check, because there can only be 1 copy of it, right? Right, let me take a look. Da, 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 da. It is sold in the final dungeon. Apparently. Might as well have had to... Might as well head there and save before we enter, then spend a bit of time wandering the area grinding, maybe. Nah, we'll go in, see what the story is. Oh dear. Well. We are apparently in hell now. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? Yep! First enemy we encounter is a Marlboro. That sets up exactly what this place is gonna be like. That should be alright. Diamond Mace. Yep, dragons. This is gonna be fun. Let's check a map and make sure I don't miss anything again. I swear to God, if these things are just as bad as basilisks and have the gaze ability, we need to kill them quickly. You know, I should probably use spells more. But we do need to get our weapon skills maxed out as well. Honestly, if this place leads us straight into Pandemonium or anything, well, we'll see. I am very tempted. I am going to check and see what the story is with this. Okay, so they are two separate dungeons, but we need something from this dungeon to unlock the other one. Okay. That's not too bad then. There are 14 chests here. Oh, this one has the new game plus. You attack, you go ahead and use life. The enemy's dead anyways. And we should definitely train up Leon a bit. Probably. If he keeps taking loads of damage, I'm gonna leave the place. Okay. He has knocked himself out. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna be... Just bring him back. That just drained our magic, didn't it? Yep. We need to train more before we come back into this place. So we'll defeat what we can. He didn't really have much magic to begin with. The drain, on the other hand, is going to be a lot more effective. Okay. Come on. Really? keep making progress. See where we get. That this dungeon is too big. And Leon is not nearly strong enough to be for it. So we're going to spend like an hour, I'm going to say, grinding. And as much as I don't like doing this on stream, I'm going to have to. Because it's going to waste so much time if I don't. Give me a moment. It's something I need to grab. Once we're out of here. Whee! At least we can leave whenever we want. So first, we save here. Then, basically, something that can save me a lot of time is a program I have that essentially allows me to manipulate certain parts of the code. In this case, I'm going to be manipulating the amount of XP we get from each battle. This should allow us to save. This should save us a lot of time, because it means we only have to do 1 or 2 battles instead of more than that. But it's going to take a moment, as it apparently needs to update. So while it's updating, we'll just fight things normally. I'll also fight some new enemies, as apparently there's now a Mantis King. Okay. As I said, the primary purpose of this is just to save us some time, so I'm still going to go through the effort of fighting loads of enemies. I just do not want to waste loads of time on the grind. If anything, this is only going to cut the amount of time that I spend grinding down to about one, down to 1/16 of what it was going to be. Because that's the most I can do any of this. Leon needs an ether. God damn it! This is exactly the kind of reason why I hate Marlboros. Look at that! He has been inflicted with everything! Now he was inflicted with death. Good, the life spell went first, then the cure. And there, that is the main reason why I do this. Okay. What else do we want? Because he can't do much right now. Oh, right. I want to check their magic and sort it according to descending MP. Let's see. I'm going to have her use Break. I'm going to have them all use their weakest spells. Or at least try to. Ow. Okay. He's going to go ahead and use Holy. She's going to go ahead and use Blink. He's going to go ahead and use Holy as well. And he's going to use Haste. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go and have him use Cure on Leon. I'm gonna have her use Barrier. I'm gonna have him use Blind. And he can use... Well, Blink's already in effect, so Blizzard. It failed! Oh no! Oh, I missed her. Interesting. Ow. Oops. Okay. Drain. Okay, he's got... Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Didn't work. But the important thing is they're getting XP. And also he's raising his magic. Oops. Okay. Alright, just used Flare. I'll try and have him use Death. And I'll have her use Toad. And him just use Berserk. So Stun. And he used Fog, so we'll have him use Fire. I'll have them use their regular attacks once I feel they've used enough of their basic spells. In fact, I think they have used enough of their basic spells. Enemies are starting to use Flee. We'll just have them basic attack them now. There. That is what we wanted. The other major benefit is Leon can now use loads more spells. Okay. Okay, so we got Swap, which is actually a very bad one to use, so I'm not going to use it. We'll use Slow and Dispel, Haste, Blink. Okay, so now they're affected by Haste. The enemy dodge slow. Dispel's not going to work because I don't have anything like that. Right. He can try to use Stop. She can try and use Sleep. He used Haste. He can use Silence. He's used Blink. He can use Barrier. Failure, but, you know, the higher level it gets, the more likely it is of succeeding. Barrier apparently doesn't work on her. I'm not sure why. Okay, he's used... He hasn't used Scourge. And she already used Dispel and Sleep, so she'll try and use Break again. He's already used Haste, Silence. He hasn't used Aura. We've already used Blink, Barrier. We'll use Drain. Very nice. We're getting more powerful. Alright. Now we can use Curse. And she used Break there again. Blink is already in effect. Barrier is already in effect. She can use Drain herself. We've already used Aura. We haven't used Wall. He's used Drain this turn. He'll try and use Death. Come on. What is he not? He hasn't used... He doesn't need to use the life. But I'll try it. But I'll have him use it regardless. Thunder! Oh no, she's been hit. Let's see, what will we use next? I'll keep have them going until they've used everything. Although at this point I think we've used enough spells, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the battle. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. I look forward to seeing their spells and such in action. It'd be nice if we can use level 16 spells for the final dungeons. Okay, so Bayer does work. It just missed her for a few times for some reason. Curse actually worked. Woo! Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Mwahaha. Yay. When it hits 2 o'clock, I'm probably going to call it for the day if we haven't gotten enough progress made. Woo! The protect spell. It had nothing to give. I can't remember if I was using... I gotta use slow. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh, the more powerful they get, the better, though. I mean, look at Leon for how much magic he has now. There is another mod that I can use that I would like to apply now, though. Alt F6. This one is a little bit more dangerous. In that it basically just means that we're always going to get encounters. Okay, it'll be dangerous for him to do this. But I think it'll be fine. Will it cost him a fair bit of health if it works? Yes. I'd hope she would be second. It failed anyways, so it doesn't matter. I'll have him use Cure on himself. I'll have her use Cure on him. I'll have you use... You've already used Silence, so use Wall. I'll have you use Blink. I don't know how much XP they actually need to level up everything for their skills. The original version, it was a flat 100 for everything, but later versions adapted it, so I don't know whether this is the as a pixel remaster, this follows the rule of the original, or if it follows the rules of later versions. Guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And he's already used Blizzard, so it's Fog now. Curse. Toad. You've used Sap last turn, so Mini. Fog last turn, Fire this turn. Then you used Curse last turn. You'll use Life this turn. And you use Toad, so you'll use the spell. Mini, Holy, Fire, Barrier. Okay, he used Life, so Holy. She used Spell, so Sleep. He used Holy, so Haste. And he used Barrier, so Drain. Okay. Used Holy last turn, so Flare. She used Sleep, so Shell. And he used Haste, so Blizzard. And he used Drain, so Death. Okay. Used Flare, so Teleport. And you used Shell, so Life. And you use Blizzard, so Blind. And use Death, so Thunder. Didn't work, of course it didn't. Okay. Try Death. Protect. Fear. Scourge. They have nearly used every spell at this point. Warp. Protect. Wait, no. Choose Protect last turn, so Break. He used Fear, so Berserk. And he used Scourge, so Curse. Slow. Esuna. Stun. Aura. Okay, Ultima. Holy. He can use his own aura ability. And he can use his wall spell. Ah, there we go. Blizzard. She can use Cure on him. He just used Aura, so his Blink spell. And he has used Osmos, so Mini is all that's left. She has apparently used every spell, so... Magic, fire, attack. There we go. I'm happy with how much, about how we're doing. We have a lot of spells. And leveling them all up is going to take a lot of time. So I'm glad we can do this. Okay. Right now, his best bet would be to use this spell on his sister. Or not on his sister. It would be to use it on Guy. If it were to work. In fact, we might as well. Yay. Stop. She just used blink, so barrier. He just used silence, so wall. And he just used osmos, so haste. This is the part I don't really like doing on stream, to be honest, but we kind of have to before we go into the final dungeon. I think I'll go until we hit the 2-hour mark, and then I'm gonna cut for a bit. And we should be back later to continue. Alright, so stop was used, so it should be Scourge now. And she used barrier, so it should be Drain. And he used wall, so it should be Sap. And he used haste, so it should be... No, he used blink, so it should be Blizzard. She gets a little bit of health from each of them. Come on. Alright, so next... Curse? Toad. Mini. I don't think he actually did use blink. I think somebody else did. Totes! That is amusing. Okay. They should be on to their 5th spell now, which is life. And for her, it's dispel. And for him, it's holy. And then for him, it is fog. Can't wait till they get some... There are some spells apparently available in the last dungeon, which obviously I'll get if there are any available. The spell had no effect. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so he should be on to his 6th spell, which is holy. And she should be on to hers, which is sleep. And his is haste, right? Yep. And his is fire. Whew. do. Flare. Shell. And blizzard. And barrier. Okay. Next is teleport. Drain. What's he on? Blind? Okay. And he's on to drain as well. Ba 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 ba. 2 of the enemies have been blinded. Mwahaha. Use the death spell. Didn't she already use Toad? Yes, she did. She's used Shell as well, so it's actually life. I think it's the spell she needs to use. He's on to fear. And he is on to death. Okay, life spell doesn't do anything, but it could level up. An enemy has been inflicted with fear. Death actually worked! It's a shame that it misses with everyone else, but we actually saw the death spell work. It's so rare that it actually does. The warp spell worked as well. Only on one of them, but still. We're slowly getting rid of them. Very slowly. This battle is lasting longer than it should, realistically. Okay, come on. Missed. 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 Hit. Ultima. Asuna. Aura. Curse. I love how powerful that spell has gotten. Blizzard next. Holy. His own version of Blink. And he gets to use his version of Aura. The enemies will probably die before they get to cast them. We're inflicting little pinprick damage, but it will add up. Okay. Let me come up. Oops. He's using Thunder now, and she's using... Did she use Holy last turn? Yes, she did. There's a Cure 10. Wall 3. Fire 9. I think I'll go to the nearest inn when I can. At this point, they've used every spell. I might as well as... Some of them have used their spells twice, in fact. I might as well as use just regular attacks now. In fact, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna head to the nearest inn now. Thank goodness for the fact that you can't be attacked in the air. Shame. Right there's the nearest inn. Of course it's expensive. After what we just went through, it would be. What have we got left? I just want to check all their stats. Oh, he's so close to maxing out on sword and shield. If he does, I'm going to have him try and level up his other weapons. Same with her and the bow. And him and his axe. And of course, him and the sword and spear. Get them all to max out everything. Why not? I just gotta check something, though. I just wanted to check and see what the comparative stats for things were. Realistically, the Giant's Helm would be better for her offense. The Black Robe would be better. We'll have to experiment with things. As for their spells... well... obviously, we're going to need to use them a lot more. But certain spells are getting close. Cure, for instance. Look at it. Level 11. I mean, it makes sense. It's the most used spell, so it makes... that we have. So it makes sense it's going to be a little bit ahead of everything else. But honestly... I've had the sound off this entire time. I have had the game audio off this entire bloody time. God damn it. I need to pay better attention. It's fine, it's fine. There was no special audio for any part of this. The music that was playing was just the same. Oh, that is annoying to me, though. Because I can hear it myself. Oh, well. Nothing I can do. We've already saved over. I can't go back and re-record with the audio. Not that I was going to anyways. It's fine. I just need to be more careful. But that's where we're going to have to close it out for now because I really need to do some grinding. And because of that, I don't feel like raiding out either. So I will see you all later, hopefully. Bye.